Howdy everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to the channel. So today we have the bicycle AVIARY playing cards. There's little owls on there. It's a lot of fun. $6 for this deck of cards. It's good stuff. Let's see. It says green. So I'm guessing that there might be different versions if it's telling me that there's a colorway. So this is the green version. I'm just winging it here on the channel. That's what we do. We're doing some card reviews, and don't forget, not only for this video, but check out the end of my card review videos. I stopped for a little while, but we're back in action and we're doing our magic theory at the end. So you're getting a little bit of tidbit of magic information based on the playing cards. So whatever inspiration I get while I'm playing with these and reviewing them, I will actually talk at the end about a quick little trick that you could potentially do with that matching the theme. Like for instance, I kind of already know where this is going to go with the AVIARYs. So first off, we've got, okay, at first I thought it was a boring, again I call it boring type of card, ad card, but on the back you actually have an interesting little negative version. It's a white version of the back design. Hotshot. Of course, our obligatory flicker shot where we lose the card. That's what we got to do. Remember that. Okay. And it's kind of fitting with these because it's bird related. So that's going to lead into later for the trick that I kind of have in mind just by picking them up. So interestingly enough, we have the big wheel for the Joker. There's two different colors on the bike, but there's a bird sitting on two different types of birds. There's a blue bird, blue jay, and a yellow bird on the other one. Here is the ace. Little owl sitting on there. That looks jumbo. Looks like there's some big pips, and we do have some stylized. Let's get centered there. Some stylized court cards. Pips are kind of power pips, but they just have swirls and stuff in them. That's what they've kind of been doing with those. Only a very few, like Kickstarter decks and stuff and personalized decks will have power pips throughout the deck. So that kind of gets me in the inspiration, getting back into card reviews and stuff. Gets me back in the mood to break, to open up my editor and look at the deck that I am trying to design. Whether or not I get to the point where they sell was probably a little bit ambitious of me at first. Really what I'm looking for is just having a deck in my hands that I created that I can do some magic with. That's kind of what we're going to go with. Okay, so I see that there's a card at the end here that's a little bit different, and it is going to be a double backer. So they are they are basically just, so I don't know. This is the third deck that I've reviewed. You'll be seeing these videos staggered throughout the week, or probably one right after the other. I'm not going to upload them all at once. But so far all of these have had a double backer. And excuse me, whereas there's a lot of things that you can do with the double backer, I'm gonna actually get rid of the double backer for this particular inspirative trick. We're also not going to use the Jokers because we don't want those either. So this is a trick that I actually just learned and have been working on. Let's actually talk about the deck a little bit more because I don't feel like I talked enough about it. And we went pretty quick through the last couple of decks, but thinner stock than the Odysseys. They feel good, but the real question is, how do they fly? Did we do that on purpose? Probably. How many redos do you get? Well, we just do it until we get it. Okay, so a little bit of joke in there, but that's fine. So all of the moves that I know, there's the top shot, there's the hot shot, which for some reason and I might need to do some troubleshooting on this. Let me see if I can slow it down to fix the problem. So what I've been doing when I do the hot shot is the cards have been separating too much, so I don't want that. Well, we got an ace of clubs. That's cool. Okay, and the last one that I have just learned, and let's see if I can pull it off here. It looks something like this. You go through the deck like with magic, and you shoot a card like that. And now it's on the floor. Can I reach it? I can. Okay, and that's kind of like the bottom shot, and so that's what we're going to talk about here. So you get a little bonus of some magic that I learned on the YouTube. I'm not going to teach anything that's like a paid thing. And if it is a paid thing, well, we take it down. That's all we do. So we're actually gonna teach the bottom shot on this, the mechanics of it anyway, because I can't really pull it off. Now, the way that I learned it, there's two ways to do it. One is the easier way, which is to simply pass from one hand to the other. As you pass, just like you'd be tossing the deck into the hand or placing it into the hand. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a break under the bottom card, and you're going to put your index finger into there, and then you're going to grip kind of towards the top of the box, clipping that corner between your two fingers. So you'll be in this type of position where you can kind of hold the deck across at an angle. That's going to be clipped in there. You can almost have it hidden to a certain degree by tilting down just enough, because these are going to be staggered. They're not going to see anything there. And you can pull the deck far enough back that this card is going to be clipped pretty well, and they're not really going to see it. Then, gripping with your index and middle finger, you're going to shoot down your, leaving it in this position where it's clipped. You're going to shoot down your three fingers and simply push off, which is going to let it fly out. So let's do that at speed, just coming from here, clipping it, shooting it out. Definitely not going to be able to get that one back quick, but that's basically what it looks like. Now, the version that I am trying to learn, let me get this loosened up a little bit. The version I'm trying to learn is down the side, getting into this position where you're getting a thumb break under the bottom card, bending it right down so you can stick your index finger in it, and from a top view, they're not seeing any of that. So now I'm already back in that position to shoot the card out. So this is definitely something that you should have in your repertoire if you want a single-handed shot that doesn't require a lot of movement so that you can shoot that card out. Now that's the type of trick that you're going to want with some AVIARY playing cards, because you want a high-flying deck of cards. So for instance, let's go ahead and do our trick that we like to do here at the end. Typically I do this with the dragons. We're going to have 3 cards selected, so if you had 3 spectators, they'd be able to pick any 3 cards they want. In this case, we got 5 of diamonds, 10 of clubs, and the jack of diamonds. Go ahead and lose those cards somewhere into the pack. Now, we actually have these tension dispensers, also known as rubber bands here. They will assist us with a little bit of flight. Okay? The way that's going to work, X marks the spot, is simply by folding these cards. Well, that's going to have to work. Now, that's going to be pretty tight on that rubber band. So these cards are going to shoot out and fly right back to my hands, and that's going to be the 5 of diamonds, 10 of clubs, and the jack of diamonds. And that was pretty impressive, even though I did not intend it to be that way. There you have it. So I usually call that the Soaring Dragons. Kind of works out as like a Game of Thrones reference. In this case, we've got the High Flying Owls, or the or are they called an orrery or something like that? I'll have to look that up. Orrery of Owls. AVIARY. AVIARY playing cards. So pretty much any trick that you have in your repertoire, that shoots the cards out, throws them, top shots, all that, any moves that you can do that's going to get the cards off from the deck and into your other hand. I just love that little sequence. Let me actually do it for you, because I've gotten to the point now where I practice things with the intention of messing up. Here's how you don't mess up. When you go to do the Charlier, you hold back with your thumb, do your twirl, shoot it over. I mean, I can do it. I'm so used to just messing it up on purpose that I kind of do that now. So Top Shot is still not as strong as I'd like it to be. Card comes over to here. They have the card. Again, remember, you do the Charlier, but you're not going to finish. You can either grab with your thumb or just keep your index underneath it before you extend. Shoot the card over back into the center. Now, what I recommend is at speed, you're going to want to do something that's going to keep the break. So even if you do this and then bring your other hand over, and before you square it up, get that break in there so that you can retain the card, especially if you want to go into, say, a double undercut or back into position, which is just a simple cut. Put you back into this position. All you got to do is do a pinky count, which is going to pop the card up, grab it, double undercut like so. Then, of course, because it's just a flying type of deck, that card's going to fly out and it's going to be your 9 of clubs. String them together, have fun, enjoy the game. That's what we're here for. Enjoy some powerful card magic with the bicycle AVIARYs. Thank you, everybody. Remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. And we'll see you in the next one.